Hey, how's it going? Good, good. You looking for anything in particular today? Okay, just browsing. You're just starting collecting. Oh, okay. Yeah. We get a lot of collectors in here. Most of our, well, all of our stock is old and new games. So dig right in. You don't know where to start. Get this all the time. Um, well, st- what do you want to collect? I mean, if you don't know where to start, collect for what you want to collect. Don't think you got to start at any point. I mean, collect for what you have. You've got a lot of consoles, just not a lot of games. I get that. I could, if you got some time, I could run through some things with you. Start and run through some of our most popular items. Yeah, sure. Sorry, if my voice sounds a bit scruffy. Had a woke up with a sore throat today, so sorry about that. But let's jump into it. You got a Switch? You do? Oh, you were a digital game guy before this, and you're just wanting to get into collecting. Yeah, I get that. I have no problems with digital games. Just I like to have the real thing, something to display. Like, hey, I bought this. Can't get the same satisfaction with a digital file. You know what I mean? Well, what you just looking for any sort of physical game for the Switch? Uh huh. Okay. We got some big box stuff here. I'll show two in particular. Sword and Shield double pack. This is used, so it does not. When it says includes, it doesn't include it because the codes have been used. But also, games are not in here. We keep expensive games like this. We keep, in the back room. Um, yeah, it gets a bad rap because of the whole half the Pokedex thing, but I feel like the bad rap went away with the DLC that came out. I liked the DLC. Um, I liked Crown Tundra more than I liked Isle of Armor, as I think most people do. Um, yeah, Isle of Armor, just the first part of the expansion pass, Isle of Armor, it really didn't. It didn't really captivate me. You know what I mean? Like it just didn't give me incentive to come back to it. So Crown Tundra did. I loved Crown Tundra. Yeah, I mean, like Isle of Armor was just like it was good, and then you finish it, and it's like, okay, what do I do now? Right? Um, so seriously, like it's a good game. I thought it was a good game before the DLC was even announced. I'm that guy, right? But seriously, it's a good game. Even if you don't want the double pack, just one of them, it's just they're awesome. Okay, yeah. I mean, we won't split up this copy because that's the double pack. We do have the Sword and Shield separate packs or separate games over there. If you want to pick one of those up. Another game that I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I wasn't a fan of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is the complete edition, and this is the actually the pre-order. A bit dusty. It's been sitting on our shelf for a while. This is actually our pre-order copy. Came in a big box and it's got like goodies in it, I guess. I haven't looked in this thing in a while, to be perfectly honest with you. You know what? I'm not going to open it now. But it did come in a bigger box, and, whoops. It did come in a bigger box, and, this game, it was good, but it just didn't do it for me like, say, Skyrim did. I loved Skyrim. I'm not a big third person game guy, so that's from what I could tell, all third person, and that just wasn't doing it for me. I Rockstar does third person games very well, and in my opinion, that's about it. I mean, I'm not really big into third person games. Um, third-person games like that, I mean, it's just third-person RPGs are just not my thing. They're really not. That's why I like Skyrim, because Skyrim is first-person, or you can go into third-person, so you can like it appeals to both ends. But I whenever I play Skyrim, I stay in first-person. The only time I go into third-person is to look at how cool my armor is in Skyrim. But Witcher 3 just didn't do it for me. I don't know what it was. I guess it was what I just explained was what it was. We'll do a couple more Switch games. The obvious one, the big deal that's on most people's minds right now is what they're gonna do with Mario 3D All Stars, right? Because no, I mean, we don't. Also, we don't have the games in them. We keep games back room, just so no one swipes them. But Mario 3D All Stars, I pre-ordered this for myself. This is the store copy, obviously, but I pre-ordered this for myself the minute it was announced. Fantastic, by the way, and the fact that they're putting updates into it makes me think they're not gonna take it off store, or they're at least not gonna take the digital version off of the eShop. Because why put all the work into like adding GameCube controller support, which they did, which I love, adding GameCube controller support, adding multiple camera options for Sunshine. I mean, why put all that love into it? Pardon me. Why put all that love into it if you're just gonna rip it off store shelves? I mean, I can see them taking the physical version off. I get that. It sucks, but it that at least kind of makes sense. Kind of. The digital version doesn't make much sense, in my opinion. I mean, it's a digital file. You're not paying production costs for the cartridges, for the cases, for the artwork. You're not paying all that. It's a file on your servers that you're just selling to someone. So, while I love this game, I really hope they don't take it off store shelves. Because if they do, like, I'm good because I've got my physical copy at home, but I know some other people are going to be very upset. This is a game, sort of a recent release, came out last year in November, I should say, or in January. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. This is a fantastic game. I pre-ordered this as well. I didn't finish it. I just too many things going on. I haven't gotten around to it. I have plans to finish it, obviously, but man, is this beautifully done. I was a big fan of Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U. Yeah, remember the Wii U? I love the Wii U. That I lose all credibility, don't I? Anyways, I actually like the Wii U, and Hyrule Warriors was a game I did enjoy on it, and then they made a definitive edition, whatever you want to call it, on the Switch, and I bought that and played through it again. Absolutely loved it. And then when they announced they were doing Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity, with like, it wasn't, because the original Hyrule Warriors was a standalone spinoff, right? You had a whole new story. It was completely not canon, but this is canon, I think. If I remember, I don't know. Is this canon? Let me know. But yeah, I mean, this is a fantastic game. It really is. Oh, anything you want, just point it out, and I'll set it to the side, and we'll discuss price then. Yeah. The Age of Calamity was really good. The style of Breath of the Wild, and I love Breath of the Wild. Oh my god, I love Breath of the Wild. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity was really good in the style of Breath of the Wild, and it was just a fantastic game. I love the Warriors games, and add Zelda to it. It's just perfect. One last Switch game, which is one that surprised me. You like board games? Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics. This game is amazing. Part of me wishes that this was a launch title for the console. Because this would have been a perfect launch title. Instead of like 1-2 Switch, I don't want to play 1-2 Switch. I want to play Clubhouse Games. I didn't like 1-2 Switch at all. Not my thing. You play it for 10 minutes and it's like, alright, I'm bored. This is a fantastic game. And I don't think it got enough love, to be perfectly honest with you. I really don't. Like, people talked about this game for like a week or two, and then poof. I seriously think this is an underrated game on the Switch. Fantastic. Like I said, no game in here because we keep them in the back. Any particular preference on what you want to talk about next? GameCube? GameCube's your favorite console. Mine too. Yeah, we guess, we have some premium titles actually on the GameCube. We'll go over some premium ones. Let's see. I guess we'll talk about these two fantastic games: Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. These are both terrific games. You like Pokemon? Good. I just showed you Sword and Shield. These are Pokemon spin-off games. And we do have these complete. We keep these ones behind the glass cases. We'll have all of our expensive games because these aren't cheap. Be warned, these aren't cheap. These are going up. I mean, all GameCube is going up in value. I mean, like, GameCube is on its height right now. It's steadily climbing. And these are the same way. I mean, especially XD. This is going up there. I have both of these games at home for myself. Not these particular copies, obviously. Pokemon Colosseum I got for a birthday one year. And XD I got at a game store. Before the GameCube hit its height, I paid $35 for it. And now it goes for over $100. On like sites like eBay. So I got good there. But these are great games. Now, I hope you're ready for this one. I recently found this game at a flea market that I went to. This is our store copy that I'm about to show you. But this was my most sought after game of all time, actually. Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. I recently found this at a flea market for myself, and it was a steal at the price it was. It was still a lot, but compared to what it's going for, yeah, it was pretty good. This is not even rare, but since it's Mario and it's a great game, people are after it. The highest copy I've seen sell for is $150. That's not what it goes for here, by the way. But it's on the rise. GameCube, all GameCube is. I mean, even the commons and GameCube are just getting up there. I mean, you used to be able to pay $2 for, I don't know, a common GameCube game. Now it's like $5, even $10 for commons. I'm a deal hunter. I shop at specialty shops and flea markets and yard sales and stuff. I will only buy retro games and such from GameStop if it is a cartridge game that I don't care if it has the box and the manual, or if it's a disc game and I already have the case and manual. Because a lot of times if you order retro games from GameStop and they're disc games, they won't have the cases they definitely don't have the manuals. They definitely don't have the manuals. They sometimes have the cases. Sometimes they just have the artwork in like a DVD case. In case of GameCube, that's not right. But yeah. While the prices are pretty good on GameStop's website, surprisingly, I'd stay away from there unless you've got the case and manual already, or you're getting cartridge games. I'd stay away. But Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, I have seen go for over 100 every sale I've seen this past few months. Just the way it is. Same with Luigi Mansion. This one, our store copy does not have the manual, so you'll have to hunt one down for that if you want it complete. Luigi's Mansion, fantastic game. A little short, good game though, good game. And this is personally my favorite game of all time, Zelda: The Wind Waker. Fantastic game. Beautiful visuals on the GameCube. One of, in my opinion, one of the best looking games on the GameCube. Seriously. This is actually a Kmart exclusive. I don't know if you can see that out there. Kmart had a line of GameCube games that they would put their Kmart exclusive logos on, and they came with strategy guides. I think there was the only one I can think of right now that had one besides the Wind Waker is Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing had one, Wind Waker had one, and a couple others. We have Animal Crossing, by the way, on the GameCube. I know it's a popular title. It's over there. What console you want to look at next? Wii? Okay. Here's one that's quite popular on the Wii. I have not played it because this is a store copy and I can't just take it home. Punch-Out. Like I said, I don't know anything about it because I have not played it. I don't actually own it at my house. But yeah, Punch-Out. And this is the Nintendo Selects. So it's got the, the border around it, and it's got the Nintendo Selects badge. From what I heard, it's really good. From what I hear, it's just Punch-Out on NES, but on the Wii. It's the same game. There's really nothing new except for visuals. That's what I heard, anyways. Let's look at this one next. So this one does not have the manual. Mario Sports Mix. Funny enough, this game is developed by Square Enix. Oh, almost dropped it. This game is developed by Square Enix. It's 4 sports: dodgeball, volleyball, basketball, and hockey. It's really good. And it even has Final Fantasy characters in it, which is really interesting to see them play with Mario characters. But yeah, published by Nintendo, but developed by Square Enix, which is interesting. But yeah, Mario Sports Mix. This is actually a really, really cool game. I really enjoyed it. Moving right along. 2 classics on the Wii, in my opinion. This one, I had a Wii as a younger person. I don't want to say kid. I guess I was 10 years old, so yeah, a kid. This one I did not have as a child, but Mario Kart Wii, classic, obviously. Considered one of the worst Mario Karts in the series by a lot of people. In my opinion, I don't really have an opinion. Because I haven't played it enough to really understand, but the motion controls are kind of stupid. This is a game I'm about to show you. It's a horrible bad rap on this game, because of the motion controls, and honestly, I think it's undeserved. I think when you get used to the motion controls, it actually is a really good experience. It just takes some getting used to, obviously. So, what am I talking about? The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. This I did have as a kid. That might just be a little bit of nostalgia talking, why I like it so much. But this is a fantastic game, and it's complete with the CD. So there's the game, there's the CD, and the manual. Yeah, because this was released with for the 25th anniversary of Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, and it came with a music CD for The Legend of Zelda Symphony. That's how you say it. But yeah, really, I really wish people didn't hate on this game as much as they do, because this is a fantastic game, in my opinion. Everyone likes to point to Twilight Princess as being the best, and I'm like, Twilight Princess was originally on the Wii with motion controls, so like, I don't know what I mean, I know they released it on the GameCube, but that was that was a couple weeks after the Wii version, so I don't know. I don't know what people's deal is with Skyward Sword. I mean, it's a great game, amazing story. It's a little long. It's very long actually. Fantastic game. Any particular console you want to look at next? DS, and then you want to move into older stuff. Okay, yeah, I get that. You familiar with the Mario and Luigi series? Yeah, good. So I guess this needs no introduction. Bowser's Inside Story. You're familiar. You own this one. Okay. This is the very first Mario game I played. Believe it or not. Funny story. When I first got my DS Lite when I was 7 years old, my grandmother took me to GameStop because I wanted New Super Mario Brothers, the 2D platforming game for DS that everybody had to have, right? Well, it was out of stock, and my grandmother could see I was like gonna start crying because they didn't have this game that I wanted, and she's like, "All right, Ash, why don't you pick out a different Mario game, and we'll come back for New Super Mario Brothers, just to keep me from creating a scene in GameStop." And this is the only one they had on the shelf. And I played it, and I didn't even realize what it was, like an RPG, but I loved it. Fantastic game. I guess it's inevitable that we talk about the Pokemon games on the DS. These are the only two we have in the shop because these are on the climb too. We got these are both complete. Pokemon Diamond is, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Probably my least favorite generation of Pokemon. I just didn't like it. I mean, it was okay. It was alright. I mean, a Pokemon game's a Pokemon game, but like it's just underwhelming for me. I know people are like Sinnoh remakes, and I want Sinnoh remakes, but honestly, I'd rather have another Johto remake before a Sinnoh remake. Just because Johto's my favorite region, my favorite generation, Gen 2. I'd rather have that. Because, I mean, in Gold and Silver, you could literally go back to the place you explored in Red and Blue, which is awesome, and then battle your character from the first game. Spoiler, sorry. Like, that's just fantastic. That's a fantastic concept, and they never did it again. Yeah, they just never did it again. It's like, they were like, all those great things we did in Gold and Silver. When we make Ruby and Sapphire, let's just get rid of them. We got White too. Then we don't have Black and White. The first one, we have White version 2. This is good. Anyways, really good actually. This is expensive though. This is getting up there. Yeah, that's getting up there. And then I guess we should go over. You like Zelda, right? Yeah. Okay. We should go over these two for the DS. Phantom Hourglass, which I like a lot. Spirit Tracks, which I don't like as much, but I still like it. These also get a bad rap in the Zelda universe. because they used the DS hardware well, in my opinion. I mean, other than the fact that you had to use the touchscreen for pretty much everything, I mean, it was good. I think the mode of transportation in Spirit Tracks is a little lame. Just a train. But, I mean, it was good. It was really good. I know the endings to both of these games. I might not remember it for Spirit Tracks. I know it for Phantom Hourglass. I'm not going to spoil it, though. You'll have to buy it to find out. Seriously, fantastic games. Fun fact, Spirit Tracks, since I own it, and I had it as a kid, is the only Zelda game that I've 100% completed. I know. I never felt the need to 100% complete anything else. But for some reason, I 100% in Spirit Tracks. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Alright, and you said you wanted to move over to some retro stuff. Okay. Alright, so I guess we should get NES out of the way first. Two classics here. Mario 3, it's a given. Classic game on the console. Everyone's favorite childhood memory. And this one we have the box of a manual for, and this is Tetris. Again, fantastic. We put our old boxes into box protectors, and I don't know if you can see that, but there's a box protector on this. There's a box protector on another one I'm going to show you. It's a little bit more valuable than Tetris. Yeah, I mean, the original Tetris, phenomenal. Still played today by a lot of people. Like Classic World Championships for Tetris or whatever. But yeah. And, are you into rare NES games? Okay. So I guess this is probably one of our rarest games. Well, it's not really rare. It's more uncommon. Mario's Missing on the NES. It's a lot more common on other consoles, but it was made on the NES. It's an educational game using Mario characters, and it teaches you about like landmarks and all that around the world. I played it. It sucks, but it is kind of uncommon. And one that's gone up in value, not as much as the first one. This is Zelda 2, and I have this on a sleeve because it actually has the manual. It has the manual, and every time I get a game in that has just the manual, I put it in a sleeve with the manual, just to keep them together. So yeah, Zelda 2. I didn't like this one. I thought I didn't really like it. I thought it sucked, honestly. I'm probably gonna play it at some point and beat it just to get it over with. But I did not like Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. We don't have the first one in our shop. We don't. Sorry. As in, they sell like crazy. They sell a lot. Oh boy, we sell a lot of those when we do get them in. I guess the last console we should go over is Super Nintendo. We start off with an uncommon game on the Super Nintendo. This is Wolfenstein 3D. This was on PC and all that. Back in the day, but this is the PC game ported to Super Nintendo, and it's pretty uncommon. A little bit pricey to run. Generally around the $35-$40 mark for Wolfenstein 3D here on the Super Nintendo. Yeah. We'll get into some more popular titles. Actually, I played that. It's not that good. It's better on the PC. I guess we should get into the Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 2. We don't have 3 in our shop at the moment, but we do have 1 and 2. These games are really fun games. I mean, they're awesome classics on the console. They're all around good games. I've played the first one, actually. I haven't played the second one. But not really the crowning jewel of the shop. As you've probably noticed, we got a lot of rare stuff here. This is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past complete in box. It's got the map, manual, it's got all of it. And it's in the box protector because it's not in the best shape. You can probably see it. It's kind of fading a little bit. It's ripped up top. So I put in the box protector. Ooh. That's why we put in the box protector to keep it from getting worse. This is expensive. Around $100 for that one. Yeah. So, see anything you liked? Yeah, no, we've been sitting here a while. So you're interested in Coliseum XD, yeah? Okay. Phantom Hourglass Spirit Tracks you're interested in, you said? Yeah. You were interested in Skyward Sword. Great choice. You wanted Wolfenstein 3D? Okay. Yeah, I get that. It's actually our only copy right now in the store, so I get that. And you wanted, which one? Clubhouse Games. Another great choice. Yeah, I'll ring you up and you'll be good to go. Hey, thanks for coming in and having a chat with me. Feel free to come back anytime you want. I mean, we try our best here. Yeah. Thanks for coming by, and see you later. Bye.